All right, you saw the challenge on the screen. I don't need to repeat it. It's solo challenge. Madden Ultimate Team, go earn your keep. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Able to spin free. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
Early in his career, all we focused on with Michael Vick was his athleticism because he made some eye-popping plays along the way. Now, as a veteran, he understands better how to manage the game and really has a great work ethic about wanting to be an NFL quarterback.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 21-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. Now back to throw. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
Let's go.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dorial Green Beckham, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 72 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken near the 13. Here comes Michael Vick now leading his offense back out there. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He got 29 yards that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they go option to the right. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. He gets it left side to Johnson. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 9-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. On 3rd down, that's Rodgers. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jaquiz Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work mark, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
Flush to his right. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On first down, Wilson. He's got his man. It's Kurz. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On second down, Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Prosise. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Prosise in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, they could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And apparently that's all, Larry. So much for the halftime report. We'll see you in the postgame. We're ready to get to the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create.
There goes Thomas Rolls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rolls, 63 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. They'll set up to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got a lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Going to give this time to the tailback. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaquiz Rodgers. scoring home from 19 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ja'Quiz Rodgers, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second and goal. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Defense likely bring, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ja'Quiz Rodgers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge.